Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. We've seen the Chargers represented already. Might one of his teammates join him? Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a... Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a... Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Rivers now on second down. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Rivers now. And this is going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now McCoy. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. First carry for Chris Ivory. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then Gore hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together in a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
And now Dallas gets set. Now, what changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's McCoy. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Cowboys have recovered. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And hauled in by Pitta. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play. There, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Partner, we're into the 2nd.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And You can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Rivers now to throw on first down. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Brief break in the action here. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. D'Angelo Williams taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out of bounds there on the kick. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team because I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take it? Oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Well, the Bengals have got a handful of real good assets to pick from. One's gone already. Could a second be on the way? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Certainly, Patriots will be a hot commodity here. We've seen one go already. Might we see maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need?